He knows something about grit. I'm Scott Walchek. Hear how this woman learned how to walk and talk again just to cheer on the Tigers. It's
one huge Tigers fan at tonight's game, just happy to be able to cheer on her team after nearly losing her life outside Comerica Park 2 years ago.
She had to be rushed to the hospital and ultimately had to learn to walk and talk again. Fox News' Scott Wolchuk with her story of grit and gratitude.
This Tigers fan is on the move. This is Andrea, and you'd never believe it. Just a couple years ago, she was learning how to walk again in this very room.
I had to relearn how to eat. I had to learn how to walk. I couldn't get out of bed by myself. There was just so many things that you take for granted every day, and in an instant, that stuff for me was gone.
It all happened at one of Andrea's favorite places, Comerica Park, just outside the gate back in summer of 2023. She felt short of breath, said she didn't feel good, and collapsed.
That's really the last thing I remember, and when I woke up hours later, I was on a ventilator.
They found that she had what's called a pulmonary embolism, which is a blood clot in her lung. They had to do CPR 3 times on her, I believe. Typically, patients have a 10% survival rate.
But at DMC, they were able to increase those odds up to 50% survival with what's called an ECMO, basically an artificial lung to oxygenate her blood.
That was really a trying time where I really didn't know how sick I was until weeks later when they told me, they said it was the equivalent of the Tigers being down in the 9th inning, no one's on base, there's 2 outs, they're down 10-1, and you won the game.
But at a price. Andrea spent weeks in this gym with the specialists at the Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan.
You basically just learn how to take steps again, and it's a lot harder than you would think it would be.
But this caring staff was there to cheer every step of the way, and even now.
I'm good. Thank you so much. I mean, how do you thank people who saved your life?
In this case, by living it to the fullest. Andrea continues to do one of her favorite things, cheering on her team no matter what.
Even when there's an end, there's always another beginning. The next year or the next morning, the sun always comes up. So I think life is a lot like baseball.
In Detroit, Scott Walchek, Fox 2 News.
We're all rooting for her too, right?
Yeah, very inspiring. Good for her.
Well, the Detroit Auto Show doesn't happen until January, but we're already getting some details.
The show announced singer Robin Thicke will headline this year's Auto Show Charity Preview. The Blurred Lines singer will perform at the January 16th Black Tie event. The charity preview will also include a special performance by Detroit rapper Trick Trick. Former NBA star, Fab Five member, and sports analyst Jalen Rose will MC the gala. Tickets for the charity preview will go on sale on Friday.
Well, trending today, a house decorated for Halloween in South Carolina looks a bit too frightening for some neighbors.
Yeah, take a look at this video of the house. There are special effects that make it look like it's burning. Oh, no. It's always drawing a lot of spectators and even calls to 911. The couple says, luckily for them, the fire department knows about their fiery display and is ready to handle those frantic calls.
One of the comments we get a lot is about the fire department probably hates you. It's actually the complete opposite. Having businesses in town, everybody kind of knows us, but the fire department also knows. So when they do get a call, they know what we're doing. They just call Sam and say, is your house on fire right now? He says no, end of story.
Well, the homeowners say later this month they plan to add a pumpkin patch to the front yard for the community, and it will be free. Last year they were able to give out about 1,500 pumpkins to make up for all the scary, frantic moments that gave the people who drove by.
Let's hope that they never have any kind of a fire emergency during this season.
Right.
That's for real,
That's
right?
a good point.
That is insane.
That's crazy.
How do you even think of that?
I don't even know how they did it.
Well, yeah.
It's interesting.
I don't know, driving by, especially at 12:30 when we're getting home from work.
I know.
Can you
Right,
imagine
like,
that?
oh my
Just
God.
like, what is going
Look what
on
happened
here?
to the
Oh, God.
That's a
family.
little much. Weather's great, though, which is fantastic. Temperatures are in the 60s. It gets cold tonight, though. We have a frost advisory for pretty much all of southeast Michigan. Freeze warnings for those darker purple counties, so mid and northern Michigan. Over the next couple days, anticipate numbers in the 60s with shower chances returning Saturday.
A lot of us turning on the heat tonight.
Yes, exactly.
It's coming. Thanks for joining us for the news at 6. TMZ is next.
We'll see you back here at 10, the Edge at 11, and the Pulse at 11:30.
Good night.
what's up? It's the Sports Office. We're back. Kind of a big day in Detroit. Tigers in a do-or-die situation. Got the victory down at Comerica Park. There's a game 5, and I'll tell you this. It's Friday, 5. Hold them up, it's 5. It's not the fourth quarter. It's the 5th game. And they will take on Seattle on Friday with
Tarik Skubal?
Tarik Skubal pitching. I feel like Game 5 and Tarik Skubal have been in the same sentence nonstop now.
But don't ask him about it.
Since the series started.
Because he was just asked about it. He wants nothing to do with it.
Well, we're going to hear from him coming up in this show.
We are.
We're going to hear from him coming up in this show. So, I mean, what a day. This day felt like it was just going to be the same maddening Tigers that we... Oh, I should introduce you. You're James.
That's fine. You don't have to introduce me.
You're Tanner. I'm Dan. You're you. And you can join us. You can go to the Zoom room.
Hey, you got it tonight.
I know.
First time.
They put a piece of tape.
First time he got it.
They put a piece of tape on the camera so I know where it is. Now, you can go to the Zoom room and click in, and you can join the show. Because once you do that, you will come into the Zoom room, and then you'll come over here where Tom is, and then you'll pop up right here, and we'll say hello to you and welcome you to the show. You can tell us what you did for the Tigers game today and how you enjoyed it and what you did during the game. But
they look done.
Yeah, like dinner.
I was at that game yesterday, okay? And being at that game felt like a funeral. And it was like, you know what? If this team loses, fine. They're out of my life. It's okay. And then today, it's 3-0, 5th inning, and everybody gets a hit. And it looks like the first half. Every single person.
All 27 players in the lineup got a hit.
It's incredible how this team...
James got a hit.
I did, actually. Double in the 6th. And this team will look so dead. They're done. And then they'll look like the best team in baseball. And they just keep doing this where, hey, I want them to die. 24 hours later, win, and you're in the ALCS for the first time in 12 years.
They're the Undertaker gif.
They are. They are the Undertaker gif every single time.
Yeah.
They're dead, and then they just wake up. And it's like this so much that it's exhausting, but we won, so it's great.
So now you've gone from exhausted to exhilarated.
Yes, exhausted to exhilarated.
Speaking of which, he was at the ballpark today covering it for Fox 2. Let's bring Woody up. What's up, dog?
Yeah!
Turn on your mic.
Of course, his mic's
Turn on
not
your
on.
microphone.
Oh.
Turn it. Hang on.
Woody's new.
Yes, what about now?
There we go.
There you go. There you go. Welcome to 2021.
Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it. And you know what the best part about 2025 is that this team is moving on to a Game 5 after a very big Game 4 today. I'm telling you, I was almost like falling asleep here because I thought the Tigers were going to sleepwalk through it. But then all of a sudden, the 5th inning came around and the bats started to wake up. And then the 6th inning came around and then 4 more runs hit the plate. And then the 7th inning came around and Gleyber Torres popped one out. Amazing, amazing effort from the Tigers today, one they desperately needed because this would have been go home time, guys, and you know that nobody wants to go home.
No. You don't want to go home yet. You want to play Game 5, and then you want to keep going, and you want to be back Sunday night on Fox 2 in the ALCS.
Especially with a guy like Tarik Skubal getting on the mound for Game 5. So
yeah, that would be like
is high right now.
That'd be like ending the game with timeouts. If you have Tarik Skubal there and he doesn't get the pitch and he's just like, where's Game 5? Where's Game 5?
No doubt.
Woody, give me an idea of that crowd because as we sat here today, we're looking at it and when it's 3-0, you're like, man, this is just feels like it's felt since the beginning of September.
You're right, Dan. It did not feel like over 30,000 fans here at the ballpark. And that was the attendance, over 30,000. I don't have the exact number. I think it was 30,069 or something like that. But yeah, once the bats started to wake up, so did the crowd. I mean, everybody here. Going in now, I'll be honest. Going into this game, I was talking to a few fans, and they were saying, "Hey, Woody, I don't know about today. I'll be honest with you. I don't know because we haven't seen much. But you know what? When you start to see it today, I think everybody is starting to say, hey, you know what? Maybe we're getting back on track where we can put together some wins and string this thing on and then move on from Seattle, which would be amazing for this team.
Dude, it's baseball. Anything can happen. That's the crazy thing. You're now 1 game away from the American League Championship Series, which puts you 4 wins away from the World Series. Woody, hang in there because you talked about the reversal of fortunes. This is what it sounded like when Dan Dickerson started calling those big swings. Pick it up, 3-3 game, Riley Green at the plate.
And just last night swinging the bat good, today swinging it good.
Riley Green, fly ball, right center field. This one's deep. Watch it fly! Gone! Second half of this crowd behind him. Fly ball, left field. It's deep. It's got a chance, and it's gone! A home run!
Walked one, threw a wild pitch.
Torres swings. It's a fly ball toward the right field corner. Going back, looking up. It's gone! The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. We've got a Game 5 in Seattle.
There it was, man. I mean, that's just sitting in that booth. I know how good he had to feel. You heard Dan Petrie on there too, and he's just, the emotions that he has are the emotions of every Tiger fan. It is, you're alive, and then you're going to Seattle, and that's an amazing thing. And Woody, you had a front row seat for it today, and it had to be just like the swing of emotions.
Yes.
In that stadium, and us watching here, again, that's what I keep trying to wrap my head around. But that's sports, man. That's why we love it, because you might think you know, but you don't know.
I'm going to be honest with you, Dan. I think I had maybe 5 rewrites of my story today because I did not know how it was going to go. I mean, early on, Casey Mize is gone after 3 innings, and I'm thinking, oh, man, and they didn't get him any hits and this kind of thing. And then all of a sudden, oh, boy, Melton's looking pretty good. He's going to get the win here. So, it's a roller coaster. And, I have to believe A.J. Hinch when he says play all 162, play every inning, play every out. And we're seeing that, you know what, playing every inning, playing every out is full of excitement. It's full of thrills. It's an up and down roller coaster. And let's just hope that the Tigers can get off it with some success under their belt instead of a negative result. But for now, it's all positive right now as we get ready to go back to Seattle for Game 5. It's going to be great.
You brought up A.J. Hinch. He knew what people were thinking when the Tigers were down 3-0, and he talked about it after the game. He knew exactly where your mind went at home.
I think recent memory can lead you to think that this is how it's been all season, and it hasn't been. Like we have been a good offensive club for a large majority of the season, but because of how we finished and some of the dry spells in September, and it just tricks you into believing that we're not an offensive club, and we really are. We don't put those numbers up on the board by accident, and so you need some confidence. You need a nice little boost. It wasn't just the big swings. I love the big swings. But there's also some singles in there. Those things all contribute and they matter. And, I think it shows that there's still a good offensive club in this clubhouse. And we need another effort like that and results like that come Friday.
When you see production in the 5th, production in the 6th, production in the 7th, is it almost like a chain reaction thing?
I think so. I think hitting's contagious, and not hitting is also kind of contagious too. It's a crazy game that we decided to play, but that's why I love it so much.
All right, Woody, so that was you in the clubhouse there talking with Torque. What was that clubhouse like? Because I know they have work in front of them, but, man, they must have let out one big exhale knowing that they're still alive.
Yeah, a lot of smiles in the clubhouse after the game, Dan, of course, because they are still alive. But I'll tell you, it was not as full as we thought because, Riley Green and Javi Baez and A.J. Hinch were taken into another part of the interview room. But, guys are, packing their bags, getting ready to go right back out to Seattle and finish this on hopefully a happy note because after getting it done today and, really keeping Rodriguez down. Cal Raleigh had a hit, but not a lot today. I mean, those are the things that this team is going to have to continue to do if they're going to have success, because those guys can break out at any time, and we've seen them do that. So when you get a combination of solid pitching and clutch hitting, I think you run into the area where the Tigers cannot be beat, because I think when they have those two things going, they are unstoppable. So let's see if it can continue on Friday in Game 5. I hope it can.
Dude, we're going to find out. Listen, it's good stuff. We'll find out what time the game is, too, once we know what the Yankees and Blue Jays do. Woody, great stuff. Thank you. We'll see you on Fox 2 News at 10 and The Edge at 11.
You got it, my man.
Good job,
Thanks, Woody.
Hey, right now it is, if I don't miss my guess, and I could be wrong here, I think it's like It's 1 a.m., 1:10. Is
Uh-oh.
either 12:10 or 1:10 in the UK. That's where our guy Jason is. Jason, what time is it over there?
Hey, guys. Oh, fantastic. What a game.
And they got it done earlier for you today.
Even for an early morning baseball game where you are, that was pretty amazing.
Oh, it was sensational. I mean, I put my kids to bed. I came downstairs. I've got 2 Bengal tiger cats, and one of them came and sat next to me, and I wouldn't let her leave. Because at the point I came down, we were losing 3-0. So she sat there, I stroked her until we got 9 runs, and it was just brilliant.
You can't change. Once things start going well, you can't change anything.
So you know what you got to do on Sunday. Friday.
The Seattle game now for sure.
Yeah, you got to be sitting there with that game with Javi and Riley.
Get that Bengal cat comfortable for Friday whenever they start playing that game, because that's going to be important. Many Tiger fans. How did you become a Tiger fan?
Well, I'm actually a Lions fan, guys, but I just love all sports, and I'm a massive Lions fan. So, and I've just been watching. To be honest, I've only been watching the Tigers for the last few months, actually since they've been playing very badly. And and I went onto a live chat recently, and they had 4 regular season games left, and everybody was doom and gloom because obviously it looked like they weren't going to make it. And I just felt like they were going to go all the way. I don't know what it was, and I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that they get to the World Series. But yeah.
What is it about Detroit sports? What is it about Detroit sports?
Yeah, why Detroit?
Well, for me, what it was is I support a soccer team in the UK called Wolverhampton Wanderers, who were very big in the 50s, just like the Lions, and they've done virtually nothing since.
You remember that, right, Dan?
So I've literally supported the Lions since the 90s, the early 90s, and it's been pretty rough until the last couple of years.
Jason, good stuff, man. Do 2 things. Keep that faith and keep that Bengal tiger close.
I'm going to.
Keep that Bengal cat close.
And by the way, Dan,
all right, man.
I just want to say, I think, you are an absolutely tremendous broadcaster, maybe the best in sports. I just want to say that.
You're kind, man. You're kind.
The absolute best.
Appreciate you.
No maybe about it.
Thanks, Jason. Thank you very much. We appreciate you joining us from the UK there. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Hammer's going to join us. She was at the game today as a civilian, so we'll all find out together, how that went. But
hard-hitting Hammer.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. You'll hear from Tarek Skubal as well. More coming up right after this. Oh, yeah. It's TSOB, the Sports Office Band. We like that. Zebo playing us back in. All right, back downtown we go. Some of us had to work today. That was me, that was Woody. Some of us got to go downtown and have a good time today. Jennifer Hammond joins us. Hello, Hammond.
Hi, you guys.
How
I've
much
lost
fun
my.
was that?
You know what? It's been a minute since I've enjoyed a game of that magnitude as a fan, and I will say that I really appreciate that you guys said to me, hey, we may not know when your next day off will come, so go ahead and take today off. And I was like, okay. And so I got tickets and went with my daughter and some friends, and I ran into this clown.
Hey,
Ryan Armani.
You might recognize him.
Yeah,
this guy
don't-
from
do-
guys.
Do not
From the
light a
nine.
match. Do not light a match.
I know. We're not lighting a match. But I did wear my Chet Lemon because I freaking love like the old school nature. I like to be low key with my fandom. My daughter actually got a couple of jerseys and she's like, you can wear the Torque jersey today, Mom. And I'm like, that's okay. I'm going to wear my Chet Lemon. But I will tell you that the crowd was a little bit quiet, subdued early. And someone said to me, because I was standing up and cheering and waving the towel at every 2 strike, 2 out. I think I even tweeted it and kind of got hammered on Twitter for it. But I was like, you know what? We need to start being loud. We need to support our team. And somebody said, well, when they give us something to cheer about, we will stand up. And then, lo and
They gave them
behold,
something to cheer about. Yeah, I mean, Hammer, I think it is, and what we've been talking about on this show, I think this game felt like this September felt. It felt like inept Tiger bats.
Quiet.
They're going to
Yes.
go out without a fight here at the end, but man, they didn't do that. And that's the beautiful thing about sports is just that at any point things can turn, and man, did this game turn.
Man, did this game turn. And you know what? It is. I always used to kind of scoff at the notion, Dan, that hitting is contagious. I'm like, what does that mean? But there was something about the energy when they started to get things rolling in, what was that, the 4th inning?
Fifth.
5th inning. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was in the Tiger Den.
You lost me at Hammered,
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah, right. But it became like this thing where we're like, okay, here it goes, and another one, and then the Javi blast, and then everything just like it was uncorked. I mean, right? The starch was out of the shirts, and guys were able to just swing freely, and the crowd was on its feet and electric. And it's been a long time, and you can hear it from my voice. It's merely from screaming. I mean, I didn't even smoke a cigar today, and it is. I know, because you know how I get when I smoke.
Take note.
Save it for Friday.
Take note, because you know from back in the days of Chicago, I would go running around and smoke cigars before a Bears-Lions game, and I couldn't speak, but I was screaming the whole time. And that entire environment was electric. And it was so great for Detroit. And after the game, fans are just like roaming the streets. I mean, there's such a connective energy. There's so much passion in this city for its team. But I want them to go to Seattle and put up a fight. And with Tarek Skubal, they can do that.
Yeah, no doubt.
I
mean,
really
that's-
believe.
I said
do
earlier,
believe.
Hammer, that Game 5 and Tarek Skubal have been in the same sentence now for a week, and it hasn't stopped.
Yeah. And
Speaking of
it's
Skubal.
really. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Do you want to hear from him? Are we going to hear from him?
We'll
okay,
hear
let's
from
do
him
it.
right
Let's
here.
hear
That's
from
our
Tarek
producer, Greg
Skubal.
Canner, nailing it. Tarek
Deuce.
Skubal after the game about the next game.
Ups and downs for sure, like anybody watching it, but it was a ton of fun, obviously, to come out on the side that we came out on after being down 3-0, and you almost felt like the season was coming to an end for our guys to battle back and keep grinding. I think was huge for us.
Have you taken anything out of those winner-take-all games that you think gives you not an edge, but the experience to know even more exactly what to expect?
Yeah, like I've said before, I mean, the experience of playoff baseball. I understand winner go-home games are a little bit different, but like every game means a ton. So it's not like game 1 or game 2 or game 3 are any different than game 5, in terms of wins and losses. But the game stays the game, and that's kind of what you're going to hear me reiterate is I just need to be focused on, being pitch by pitch and trying to execute the game plan that, that we'll create.
Tarik Skubal after the game, and our guy Wojo in there asking a question.
I loved the Wojo question for sure. You know what I love the
Armani's
most?
smile.
You know what Armani, we're all smiling. And I will say the thing that I loved the most was Tarik Skubal's smile, right? When he said, yeah, I think that we came to life today. And here's the great thing about Tarik Skubal. Can I say big onions on the
the
screen?
Yeah.
Well, I think you can.
We're screaming.
Can I
You
just say
can.
this though?
You
Like
can.
Seattle's. Can I say one thing?
Oh,
Seattle's
boy.
a really good
Can you?
team, and Seattle's got a really good offense. And you weren't going to keep them down the entire series. They were going to have a game like they did a night ago.
Yeah.
And you just had to split here in Detroit and get back to Seattle and have Tarik Skubal pitching Game 5. If you're going to lose 2 games in one 5-game series,
Impossible.
Impossible. And you know what the other thing is too? He's lost his
and
last
exchange.
He's lost his last 2 starts against Seattle. I don't see him losing a third straight.
guys, I love you. It's been great. I love you so much. Dan Miller.
Hey,
Who's in
Armani,
there?
do me a favor,
Greg
all right?
Tanner. I love you guys. Lions,
Nice to have
baby.
you.
Let's go, Tigers.
Where's Dan? Is
Hey,
Dan in
what's
there?
up?
Hi,
Good to see
Dan.
ya.
Where's Dan? Hi, I love you so much.
Hey, so
Mary
good
Jo
to
Sanders.
I know.
Hall of
Mary Jo-
Famer boxer.
I
I
love
know.
you guys.
We had a crazy crew today at the game, and
Yes,
I won't
pizza.
even
I
let
love you guys.
I won't even let Matt.
See you in the morning.
Okay, I won't even let Matt Riley. I won't let Matt Riley.
No,
on
that's
this.
good idea.
But we've got Matt Riley in there, Dina Senafani, my daughter's here. So it was a tremendous day, and honestly, the energy downtown. We're at the Post Bar on Broadway. I'm trying to get my daughter out of here so I can go home and pack. But I did do laundry 2 days ago so that I could be ready for Seattle. But
Hammer.
I'm fired up. I'm
Great
fired up
stuff,
to
man.
go across the country.
We will talk to you from Seattle. Thank you very much.
will.
Great job.
Thanks,
Enjoy
Hammer.
your
Good night,
night.
guys.
Somebody
Thanks.
make sure Armani gets home tonight as well. He may only make it for the 10 tomorrow, not the 9. We'll take a break and come right back. Zebo, you gonna play us out? Yeah. What do we got? Oh yeah. You're in
Papa
the house.
Dot.
What's going on, man?
Cocaine!
It's Cocaine the dog. What's going on?
He said it was going to happen. He said it was going to happen.
He called it.
We thought it was the cocaine, but it was really true.
Yeah, he said it was going to happen. He said it was going to happen. How
So
y'all
what's
guys
going to
doing
happen
today?
Friday?
They going to smash him.
I like that.
They gonna
seem
smash
to have momentum. They got momentum, don't they?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
You just don't know if that carries over to the next day, man. That's a beautiful dog.
Yeah. Great dog.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's
Thank
a
you.
great dog, man. All right, well, make sure it's ready to go on Friday. We need some more luck on Friday.
Yeah, I was down there today. We was down there today.
Was cocaine at the game?
Yeah, we was at the game today.
Oh, nice. Good job. Brought him some luck. Good stuff, man. Hey, we got to go. We got 30 seconds before we get out of here. We'll talk to you next time. Thank you for joining us. Always appreciate it. Listen, so Friday, if the Yankees win, it's a 4:40 game.
Correct.
If the Yankees lose, it's right here on Fox 2 Friday night.
7.
That's correct.
7.
Yes.
7 o'clock start. Pre-game at 6:30.
Pre-game at 6:30.
Pre-game at 6:30. That's if the Yankees lose. So just stay tuned. We're going to tell you what's going on. That's going to do it. It's a big day in Detroit. It's going to lead to another big day on Friday. We're out of here. Thanks for joining us. We're wrapping.